Hi there, boys and girls. Today we are going to be reading a story called It Could Still Be a Flower by Alan Fowler. If you take a look on the cover page, what do you see? There's a flower there, a yellow and white flower. Based on the title of the story, It Could Still Be a Flower, as well as the illustration found on the cover of this story, what do you think the story is going to be about? Well, I think the story is going to be about a whole bunch of different flowers. Let's turn the page and find out. Ooh, look at the images that we see. Look all over here. Look at the different flowers. What do you see on this page? The flower I see is yellow and orange, purple, and they're growing on the stem is green. Wow. Okay, let's read the story. Do you have a favorite kind of flower? Well, I would like to know if you have a favorite kind of flower. So, do you have a favorite kind of flower? If so, what is your favorite flower? Okay, now let's turn the page. Maybe you like roses. Roses can be different colors like pink, red, or yellow. Some roses smell sweet. Let's look at this illustration. Actually, this is a photo. This is a real photograph. So that means somebody went outside, took a camera, and took a picture of the roses. Now, the stories say that roses could be pink, red, or yellow. What color is this rose? Ah, the rose is red. And how many roses do you see? There's two roses. Count with me. One, two. Now let's turn the page. Maybe you like Sweet William, Black Eyed Susan, or Queen Anne's lace. These flowers were named after people. Have you ever seen these flowers before? I know some of these flowers I haven't. Like this flower right here. What do this flower look like? Look at the different colors. It's red. There's a little pink and white. And look at these flowers over here. It almost look like sunflowers, but they're not sunflowers. Out of these two flowers, which one is your favorite? The one on the left side or the one on your right side? Well, I like the one on the right side, the yellow flower. Let's go ahead and turn the page. Wow, look at this flower. I seen flowers like these at my house, in my yard. Okay, let's read the story. Have you ever seen a morning glory? This flower opens up or blooms in the morning. In the evening, it closes. Isn't that interesting? The word bloom. Do you remember what the word bloom means? Bloom is when the flower opens. See, as the flowers start to grow, it starts to open. So the petals and the leaves, they open up. See, the stories say in the morning it blooms and in the evening it closes. So just imagine when you wake up in the morning, you could go outside and you could watch a morning glory opening its petals. Then as the nighttime start to come in during the evening time, the petals start to close like it's going to sleep. Isn't this interesting about this flower? How the petals open and closes? Many flowers grow straight out of the ground on stems. See this long green part right here? This is the stem. The stem helps the flower stand up nice and tall. All right here is the stem. All of these right here is the stem. Now, if I was to draw a stem, this is how I would draw a stem. Right here. This will be the stem that I will draw. Let's make the stem green. This is the stem. And right here will be my leaves. And right here will be my little petals on the top. So as you can see right here, this is the stem. This is the part that helps the flower stand up nice and tall. Let's go ahead and go to the next page. I'm going to erase this really fast. Let's go to our next page. Some flowers grow on shrubs, such as azaleas or lilacs. See these? Remember, shrubs are like bushes. So you have a whole bunch of bushes. So let's say if I was to draw some bushes. You have a yard. And in your yard, you have all these bushes on the floor. They're nice and big. Nice, nice, nice and big. All these bushes. Right? And on these bushes, they have little sticks to help them stand up tall. There's your bushes. But guess what? There's also flowers that grows on these bushes, on these shrubs. So there's little flowers growing on the shrubs. See? This right here is just like this. Those are the shrubs. Say goodbye to the shrubs that I made. Bye-bye, shrubs. Maybe you could draw some shrubs later on today. Let's go ahead and turn the page. Other flowers grows on trees, such as magnolias or cherry blossoms. Ooh, look at these. Aren't the cherry blossom beautiful? Do you like the cherry blossom? Mmm. Some people plant bulbs to grow flowers. Hyacinths and lilies are flowers that grow from bulbs. You might be thinking, bulbs as in light bulbs? No. See these down here? This part down there? This is called a bulb. Right here. See how big it is? It's a seed, but not really a seed. It's almost like a huge seed, like a big seed. But we call those bulbs. Plants could grow from bulbs just as well. Before most plants grow, Before most plants grow flowers, they grow buds. Buds are on the stems of plants. Look right here. These are the buds. See these small part right here? Those are the buds. Right here. These are small buds. These are the buds. See how small and tiny they are? As they start to grow, as they start to blossom, they'll start looking like this. But for now, when they're just babies, they're buds. They're little tiny buds. These are the buds right here. Those are the flower buds. So again, before most plants grow flowers, they grow buds. Buds are on the stem of the plant. And as you can see right here is a stem. Is a stem. I apologize. Right here is the stem. And you see all these cute little flowers just growing on the stem. They're growing on the stem. So again, before the flower grows, those are the buds. Many flowers burst out of buds in the spring. Other flowers bloom in the fall. So there's two seasons we're looking at, the spring and the fall. So you see right here how they start to open up, how the petals open, and they're all grown up. So the buds could bloom in the spring and in the fall. Most flowers need good soil, sunlight, and water to grow. A few kinds of flowers can live without soil. Let's stop and take a look at this illustration. Let's look at this photograph that someone took. I want you to look at what the little boy is doing. Think about the setting where he's at, and think about the event that's taking place. Think about what he's doing. Where do you think he is? We know he's outside, but where outside? He could be in his yard or in a flower garden, right? And what is this thing that he's holding in his hand? What is he using it for? He's using it to water the flowers, right? Because what did the story say that flowers need to grow? What do plants need to grow? They need water. Because just like you and I, the flowers get thirsty as well. So according to the story, plants need soil. Soil is nice, rich dirt. They need soil. They need sunlight. It's a nice, beautiful sun. and they need water. So sometimes gotta make sure you put water on the soil. And when you do, the plant will be able to grow nice and tall. So what are three things that a plant needs in order to grow? The plant needs soil, sunlight, and water. Can you name those three things for me? What are three things the plant needs to grow? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yes, soil, sunlight, and water. Three things. Let's say goodbye to the petal. Now let's say goodbye to the leaves and the stem. Bye to the water droplets. Bye to the nice beautiful sun and the soil. You'll be able to draw your picture. And then once your plants get all the soil, sunlight, and water that it needs to grow, you'll have a nice beautiful garden. Just like the young man is doing in the illustration. Beautiful flowers called orchids often bloom high up on trees in rainforests. They get their water out of the air. So see, this plant is high up in the air. There are so many different types of plants. Many flowers grow on their own. We call them wildflowers because people did not plant them. Wildflowers can be as lovely as the flowers in a garden. There are so many wonderful kind of flowers. Enjoy them all. Now what I would like for you to do is the same thing that this young lady is doing in the photograph. Sometime today, or whenever you get the chance, I want you to go outside, unless you have some flowers in your house, but go ahead and look for a flower. Maybe you could even ask your parents if you could plant your own flower. But I want you to look at the flower and smell the flower. Don't pick the flower because we want it to stay in the soil and to continue to grow. But just look at the flower just like this young lady is doing and smell the flower. Look at the stem, the petals, the leaves, even look at the soil. And if you can, maybe you could bring a cup of water outside and you could water the flower. Well, it was nice reading with you today. I hope you enjoyed this story and I wish you could come back for more. Have a wonderful day. Again, the name of the story was It Could Still Be a Flower by Alan Folder.